Three key events in the market this week. Start off with number one. Kind of cheating here, this is actually two events, but central bank action from the Fed and from the ECB. Start with the Fed. Held rates as expected. Didn't make any big policy changes, no policy changes to their QE or anything like that. But the major thing of this Fed meeting was they came across as super dovish, which, to be honest, the markets like. The markets want a super dovish Fed because they want to see that economic recovery assisted as much as possible. So the dollar has gradually been weakening really for the entire week, and the Fed definitely helped. ECB, how was the ECB different? Well, like the Fed, held rates, didn't change the QE program. They did do this new bank financing program, basically called the Pandemic Emergency Long-Term Refinancing Operations, basically incentives for banks to lend and making it easier for banks to lend to the real economy. How did the markets react? Well, initially seemed like a bit of disappointment because they didn't do that big QE increase that some had hoped for. However, in the days since ECB, since Thursday, we have been strengthening in the euro, and that is reflective that confidence in the euro is increasing. Markets seemingly, as they digest that ECB meeting, liking what they saw. Number two key thing that happened this week, Gilead's remdesivir drug. Guys, earlier on in the week, we had some data, we had a big White House event, basically parading this drug as effective against coronavirus, which is a big step in the right direction. We don't yet know how effective, but what they're going to be doing is rushing it through the FDA and getting it to patients immediately in the US and around much of the world, because preliminary evidence suggests that it does help recovery times and it does reduce the death rate. So big plus there on that front, and that actually helped us rally in the earlier stages of the week. But that brings me on to number three. Market sentiment, complete reversal on Friday, stock selling off, risk FX, AUD, NZD all selling off, and that is because it looks like US tensions with China are about to increase substantially. Trump really mad about the coronavirus situation. He says China, they lied about how many people had it. They tried to do a cover up in the earlier stages of the outbreak, and that has meant that it's just completely got out of hand, and basically it's destroying the global economy, as we all know. Trump not happy about this because it reduces his chances of getting re-elected. Because think about it, guys, how many times in a horrible recession does the sitting government get re-elected? Not very often. So Trump looking for a bit of a scapegoat here, wants to point the fingers at China. I kind of agree that it is their fault because China did do all those things that he is accusing them of, but that's definitely his motive, is he's thinking about the election, and that has caused a big sell-off in risk assets. So there you have it, guys. There's my three main things of the week this week: central bank action, Gilead's remdesivir, and US-China trade tensions. That is pretty much it from me for now, and I will see you in the next one.